Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is take two because I forgot to plug the Rode mic in all the way, so all I heard was shh at the beginning. So
yeah, it's a little windy.
Yeah.
The purpose of the video today, does your hot tub sound like this? Well, if it does, then you're like us. Your pump or your motor's going, the bearings or something in it, so it needs to be replaced. That's our project today. We're going to take the old pump out, put a new one in, and get this thing back to ship shop. Ship shop?
Tip top.
Tip top?
The tip top shape.
Ship shop shape?
Yeah, so with this way, you're going to save quite a bit more money. What do you say, pumping? What was the other?
Just the pump and the motor.
Pump and motor comes one assembly. If you have somebody come to your house and do it, it's going to cost you hundreds of dollars. So, you know our channel. We're here to
do it ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. We'll take a shot at it. We're not spa experts, but we'll go for it.
Safety first. First thing you gotta do is shut the power off to your spa.
You do not want to get zippered,
because you'll be messing in there and the electronics will unhook the power to that. So yeah, unhook that first, please.
Okay, into the house here. This is our fuse box. So I hope all yours is labeled exactly like this would make it easier. But as you see up here, we have hot tub. So right now you see it's on. We're gonna make sure that's flipped off. Just boom. We have no power to the hot tub right now.
And then next thing we gotta do, take the water out of here. This one holds about 450 gallons. So we got some things to make it a little faster. Of course it comes with a little drain, but it'd take forever to drain with that. So
we got the pump to help us get some water out of here faster. If you guys don't have this laying around, because you might not, you can siphon. I warn you, if you're not a siphoning expert, just be careful. I don't want you guys to ingest any spa water, because that's not healthy. Plus you could probably drown.
It could be nasty. Yeah, you don't
so
want that.
pump, that's what we're going to use. Hose goes right on the end of this. We plug it in, set it in the water, let's push it right out.
We're also going to use a bigger, it's our pool hose, and we're going to siphon water out of there too, so that way it'll come out. Thank you. That way it'll come out even faster. We want this to drain faster so we get this job done, so we can go on to other projects.
Thick hose, big hole.
So without any further ado, let's get this thing drained out. $9 altogether for the 2 panels we're taking off.
Perfect. Again, some hot tubs and spas vary, so boom, wide open. Okay, so he's gonna try to siphon this.
I'm gonna try. That's a big hole.
Dad, put your mouth right over it.
No comments.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Maybe we should use a shot vac.
No, it's cheating.
Oh, I got him first try, y'all. Come over here and check this out. Look at that flow.
Man,
first
it is
try.
going.
I barely had to give that anything.
See, it's pushing out some water, so we're good. All right, since we have some of this drain, I'm just going to give you more of an up close and personal in here. So right inside here is the pump we're going to be replacing.
Yeah, this is the motor. This is the pump. They call that the wet end. We think it's the motor's bearing making noise, but we're just going to do that as a unit. And then you'll have to get in this box, which is where the motor power comes from. And then that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it sounds easier than it actually is, but nothing we can't handle.
Then, because you only got to undo the power and then these 2 unions. There's one here and one on the other end. Comes right out. Just a quick thing, now's as good a time as any, if you drained all the water out, is to clean your shell. I got a helper here today helping us out. Cleaning the shell really good, and we'll get it rinsed. That way, when you fill it back up, you're starting with a fresh tub. Just clean that all out. Clean out your filter, take that out, clean it, replace it. Just get that all done. All right, first thing we got to do is undo these 2 unions. There's one here and one at the end. You should be able to do them by hand. If you can't, you can use like a belt wrench or a pair of channel locks. If you got those, spanner wrench, even the belt off your pants will work. Yeah, you will get water, so don't scare yourself.
Were you a little scared? I kind of felt like you were spooked.
I just don't want to get wet, but it happens. Especially in here where the electrics are. Note to self, maybe have a towel handy.
See, I hope you guys learn through us.
Hey, all right, now we get this other one off. That one won't move like this one will because it's we got a solid piece of pipe, so you're gonna have to move the pump around that. Okay, we're unhooked on that side. Water's just flowing out of there nicely.
Floweth.
Not that we want it to, but it's doing its thing. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is pull this exhaust thing off. It's almost like a dryer tube. We're gonna pull that off. And we're going to undo this ground lug over here. What is that on? Oh, straight blade. Loosen that, pull that down. Set that aside. Now the only thing we got holding this in is the 4 bolts that are rubber mounted to the base down here. We're going to take those out. Our particular one is the 7/16. So we're just going to take all those out. There's 4 of them. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. As you can imagine, the ones in the back are not easy to get to. Okay, next thing we got to do, we're going to cut this zip tie because that bunches the extra wires. Because wiring this, we thought originally went in here. Our particular pump, it wires in the pump, so we just got to put this wire into our new pump. So we're just pulling that zip tie to give us a little more space. Then we're about ready to pull this pump out. We quit dumping water out of this thing. All right, let's see if we can make it happen. They are heavy, so be careful. You might want to help her.
Oh, you're strong, young lad. Don't trip it on yourself.
Okay, there it is, guys. It's out. While you have it out, inspect your O-rings on your unions. Make sure they're good. This one feels good. That one feels good. Our particular pump came with 2 new ones if we needed them, but I think we'll be all right with the ones we got. So now we're gonna get into the end of this pump, take these 2 screws off, get in here and see what the wiring's like, and then we can get the other pump and match it up.
Hold up, you can say.
There we go. You can see there's 3 wires, 4 wires. It's like a 4-wire connection.
Black, white, red, green.
Yeah. So now what we're gonna do is go get our new pump, and we're gonna do like 1 wire at a time. So that way we make sure we got everything where it's supposed to be. Okay, we got the other pump. We took the end off. It looks almost exactly the same, which is bonus for us. So set them next to one another and see if they're gonna look the same. Ours looks a little funny.
Looks twisted, so like this, which I think you could do with these screws.
I'm not sure, but we're gonna try it. I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't see why we can't.
It's just a little bit.
They go all the way from this end.
Oh, do they?
So we'll unscrew those and maybe give it into the next position.
Yeah,
so,
about 90 degrees.
So we're gonna do that and get back with you.
So basically all we're doing, as we were saying before, was we're going to try to twist this. So we're just going to take out these 4 bolts. I hope.
Yeah, we're gonna twist this pump head.
That might not work. I might need a wrench for that.
Just like a little bit this way. Probably to the next set.
Okay, we'll do those.
Just like that, guys. You just twisted it enough to get it to shape or in the position this is, and we just tighten them back up. Then it also looks like we're gonna have to change this cooling duct over to this one, which looks to be no problem.
No, we're not going all the way.
Yeah, perfect. All right, guys, so that part's done. Now we're just gonna take this duct off of this one and mount it on here. It's got the holes already, so it shouldn't be an issue. 1 screw there, mounting it.
Oh, that's all it is?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm gonna catch it so it won't fall down. That one didn't have it in it, so this one should be able to pop it out. Boom.
The bug came out.
Yeah.
That's magic. This is when you need that surgeon-like delicacy, you know? Oh. Oh. That was on 1, so.
There, whoop, you snapped it off.
Killed it.
That's why you don't use power tools on that stuff.
Hey, but I also didn't want to sit here for an hour and a half.
Now you just made the job that much harder.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now we got to try to get that out of there.
Mother frigger. Cut. We're back. Lesson learned, don't use power tools on this because it didn't have threads, so I completely broke the head off it.
We had to drill it and tap a hole, so tap it ahead of time.
2 minutes for you, about 25 for us. I need to go get to over here. Let me try to knock it out of the way.
I say take a picture and then just do it, or?
Come right in here, I'll show you exactly how to do it. Just pull off with some vice grips. Red, white, black.
We're just switching the wires over, so if you don't have a good memory and want to know remember where they go, take a picture or something. But red, white, black, and ground self-explanatory.
Red, white, black. We're good. Now we're gonna slide this on over. Yeah, you could talk about the feet. I mean, you still have to do it, but I'll take that screwdriver. We'll start with the ground. We're good.
Now we're just gonna push this in. And we'll get that cover back on.
Where is said cover, sir?
Said cover is here.
See, I like when things just appear.
Perfect. Okay, guys. Next, we got to take the rubber feet. We got to take the rubber feet out of the old ones. Just piston. Yeah. Twist them like that.
Just pissed them.
Get them.
Well, I'll just give you the other feet. Here you go. You want some needle nose or something to make your life easy?
Oh, just like that. We'll get them slid in there. Next, we're going to place it back up in here. Get it mounted. You want to mount it first, but don't super tighten it because you got your unions. You want to be able to move it a little bit. Then we'll get the air duct hooked back up and all the other stuff. Then we'll just pull a towel out of there.
You're like, you're welcome, guys. We're saving you time. Alright guys, so we finally got those bolts in to keep her mounted down. While we were doing that, he did a few things here. He tightened both of the unions. You're just going to want to go hand tight. You're not going to need anything to loosen it. Yep, right now we're putting the grounding wire in there. And then we'll go right to the actual, what is this, breather? We'll call it
a vent or a
breather.
Yeah, vent.
Then we'll hook that up. The ground is hooked up. Now we're attached to the vent there. Do we happen to have a spare zip tie?
I brought a couple.
You brought it. See, he's prepared.
Down there, barely. Should have brought a longer zip tie. Check all your connections. Make sure everything's running where it's supposed to.
So we have the new pump in.
We're just going to zip tie them wires we trimmed up back there. And then we're going to fill it with water. Never run them dry. To test them, just fill it up with water and then look for your leaks if you have any. Hopefully you don't if you did it right. And then you're good to go for a while.
Yep, so once this is all filled up, you can flip that breaker, turn the power on, and run it, and you should be good to go.
Close it back up, and you're back in business.
Okay, guys, so filling up this hot tub takes quite a bit of water, but it's a good thing we have a giant water source right here, and there's way more than enough water to fill that hot tub, probably like 10 times. So.
Yeah, we're on a well, so it would never fill with the well.
Yeah, so we're just going to get that pump we were talking about earlier that you could use to drain it. We just have it in the pool right now. We're just going to take some water, and then boom, right to the hot tub. So let's give her a go. And we have water. Now we just have to sit and wait for a while.
All right, guys, it's filling up now. That's going to take a while. We ain't going to put you through that. But once that fills up, just check for leaks, button it back up, and you're good to go.
Yep. And you're all set there. Yeah. If you have any questions, comments on anything, if you want to see where we got the products, right in the description. Any questions, drop them in the comment section. I'll get to them. I'll probably have him answer this one because this is more his specialty. I'm kind of just tagging into this. So if you can smash that like button, we'd appreciate it. Any support helps. You want to tag some more onto that.
Yeah, like you said, anything we use today or in any of our videos, the links are in the description. That's it. Until next time, try something new.
Yeah, do a little bit of everything. Okay guys, it's been a little while. We got all the water filled up, so we're just going to give you a, the final test here.
No leaks.
No leaks. So we're all set here. Start it up. Let's see how
Just a
quiet
quick
she is.
note, since you don't want to run it dry, maybe you have to prime your pump, but most of the time you don't. The water as it fills will get into your pump. You should be good. So it's in there. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh, that's much quieter.
It's getting all the air out.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There you go. Not
Nice
loud and
quiet.
noisy.
Let's get all these jets a pumping on here.
If you hear any extra noise, it's definitely the wind.
Yeah, it's cranking out here.